Hello, YouTubers. Rosie Lance from Spirit Blossom Psychics. Hello, how are you? I am happy to say that I am in beautiful, Pullman, Washington, visiting my daughter, and I'm just visiting my daughter and my grandkitties in her beautiful little home. It's really nice to be away to spend some time with them. I have three wonderful grandkitties. I'm going to show them to you. You know how much we love our animals. So this is Tango. Hi, Tango. That's Tango. Oh, go. Here's Tango. Hi, Tango. Say hi, YouTubers. Oh, and there's Ember. This is the little boy, Ember. That's Amber. Hi, Amber. Oh, Amber's sniffing the phone. And there's Tango. Oh, Tango says hello. And Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Say hi, YouTubers. Hi, I'm Mandy. It's nice to meet you. Hello. Those are my grandkitties. I want to talk today, since we're talking about, and it's so lovely here. I just love this area. This is my daughter's lovely little greenbelt area. I want to talk today about our children as they become adults and the things that, some of the skill sets that we do not provide for them. You know, they get out of college, we think we get them to college and everything's going to be okay. And then the realization that I've had with my three kids, and I've three successful launches, thank you, universe, is that we have not prepared our kids for the price of being an adult. So, and I know this is not, a psychic issue, and I know you kind of expect that from me sometimes, but I'm also about pragmatism, and this is something that's weighing very heavily upon my heart. We don't prepare our kids for the price of things. For instance, I'll just share this. My daughter is paying $75 a month for internet. Okay, so she's checking with me, and she's like, well, how much do you pay for internet a month? And I told her, and she said, that's a lot less than I pay. And I said, well, I do a lot of, I did some comparison shopping, provider, and, what value for your money, that kind of a thing. And we started talking about the fact and started looking at things in her budget where she could have compared and made, in fact, be saving a lot of money, even as much as, $150 a month right off the bat. And as we're raising our kids, let's think about this. Let's talk to them about negotiating and looking at, as adults, what they can do to live in a way that puts them in better financial alignment. Because we have your typical college student with their bachelor's degree, not master's, not doctorate, in their mid-20s is about $30,000 deep in credit card and student loan debt. Take that in for a second. $30,000 deep in credit card and student loan debt. And that degree, for all the trouble they went, and for as parents that we went, and the portion that we contributed to their college education, because 30 grand is, let me tell you, for a university degree, for the books, for everything, it's a low number. And if that's just going to university, not going to an Ivy League school. So, then if you're going for your master's or your doctorate, it's even more. And our children are drowning in debt before they're even 30 years old. And what we have to be teaching our children is to not be afraid to do some comparison shopping, how to teach them to come into the adult experience in a way that is from a realistic standpoint to decrease the amount of codependency that they have upon the credit being extended to them when they're young, because the way it impacts them as they get older is quite negative. The fact that my daughter used to live with me, She, up until a couple years ago, she did. And I still get credit card offers for her in the mail. And I tell her I have them. Of course, I tell her I have the mail for you. She said, shred it. She doesn't mean to shred it or burn it. And I do, and good for her. But we have our children drowning in debt, drowning in anxiety, and having difficulty finding jobs in their field, or struggling. And this is, and for our kids that want to stay single, that don't want to necessarily jump into marriage, because now the tendency is to get married in the 30s, and the children being an option. A lot of millennials choosing to have animals versus children, biological children, as is the case with mine, who's chosen to have grandkitties for me versus grandchildren. I'm very happy to have grand something, okay? Don't take it any other way than that, but I'm really grateful to have at least grandkitties, because I love my kids so much, and I love family. Family is everything to me. Everything to me. So, but I realized that in my mothering, in being a parent, there was a deficit in my preparing my daughter for some of the monthly realities and the financial realities of being an adult, like paying $40 more a month for internet than she has to, buying into this whole idea of, companies coming at her like, well, if you bundle, you're going to save this much money or this and that. And in all reality, our kids that are coming out of university are being taken advantage of pretty badly, actually. So as you're raising your children, please think about when they're 16, 17 years old, sit them down at the table when you're paying the bills. Talk about how you've come to the decision to choose to work with different companies, and talk to them about the importance of getting health insurance once they're 25 and can't be on your insurance. Talk to them about doing comparison shopping with their automotive insurance. Let's really parent up and bring them this level of understanding and education so that they are able to easily save money, slide into their first home, and begin to have the adult lifestyle, coming into the adult lifestyle, moving from collegiate to true adult lifestyle. Let's make this a really good ride for them, instead of having them calling with financial difficulties because they don't know how to cut corners or cut cost. And that's a great gift we can offer our kids. And it's regardless of your financial status. It's important that we learn to teach our kids about economic responsibility, because it falls into global responsibility, being a world citizen, being mindful, and following the right spiritual path, because there's a spirituality to money. We want our children to not feel a deficit. We want them to feel the abundance of the universe. So helping them to learn to save so that they can get that first house, and they can pay off their cars early, and and flow with the abundance of life in a way where they feel elevated instead of stressed. And this is something to me that has come so right in the forefront of my life. My children and my grandkitties and my beloved dogs, whom I miss terribly right now, being so important to me, and you being so important to me, and the legacy that you're leaving with your kids. I have such faith and belief in each one of you and your ability to be the most abundant person that you can be. And if you're going through financial issues right now, and you're having it, that this is resonating with you deeply, begin to look at what life is costing you. This includes relationships. This includes people who are in your life where I have a girlfriend. I don't want to say a name. I don't want to say a name. And I've known her for a long time. And every time we go out, even though it could be more, there could be some reciprocity, I always end up paying. I always end up paying. And whether it's coffee or dinner or lunch or what have you, I know she has money in the bank, but how can you forget your wallet and your credit cards consistently? I've known her for a long time, as I say, part of my history. And as much as I love her, I find that I'm diminishing the time that I spend because economically, there's no reciprocity. Emotionally, there's no reciprocity. And if I were to suggest something where I'd say, hey, I kind of paid the last 20 times. Do you think you could maybe pick up the check this time? She would more than likely decline and say that, she really can't afford it right now, even though, let's just say she can afford it. This isn't about the money, though. This is about spiritual reciprocity. This is about making decisions, money being only one currency. The emotional currency, the love currency, currency in terms of responsibility, ethics, and values. It all comes into play, and there has to be a reciprocity in life that is positive for things to cultivate, thrive, and grow. Let us teach our children to put things in front of them and to assess them from a neutral standpoint and to make decisions that are in their best and highest good, whether it is looking at their internet provider and saving $40 a month, or pertaining to the type of where they're going to work and where they're going to live, and helping and supporting them and having belief in them as adults. But we have to give them the tools, and that has to start when they're old enough, in their mid-teens, to understand how the world works once they launch. And realizing this now, I am doing a lot of catch up and having gratitude for having children and having adult children that are successful and are willing to be more successful. I have a lot of faith and belief in them. I have imminent and endless faith and belief in them always. I am the mama bear. Mama bear steps in and things get done because love conquers all. May the love always be in your heart. It's all about the love. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, please share, please comment. Let me know what you think. I really hope this was helpful to you. I offer so many blessings to each of you. Have a beautiful day, and know that love and prayers go out to each of you every day. If you want to contact me for a reading, the information is in the link in the description of this video below. And I will look forward to connecting with you again soon. Many blessings. It's all about the love. And my grandkitties say, meow, meow, meow. Have a good day. And here they are. Tingle. And looking for the others. Mandy. And Ember, I have no idea. Ember is... Oh... Ember, are you hiding? Are you hiding? All right, YouTubers. We love you. We believe in you. Talk to you soon. Bye.